What if I told you that the only thing between you and your dream was a fight you didn't even know you were in? In today's episode of the Thinker's Digest, we dive into Do the Work by Steven Pressfield, a raw, no BS battle plan for crushing creative resistance and finally finishing what matters most. If the war of art showed us the enemy, Do the Work hands us the sword. Do the Work is short, sharp, and designed to be read in one sitting, because Pressfield knows the enemy best. Resistance loves delay. So this book skips fluff and jumps straight to execution. It's a guide for writers, entrepreneurs, artists, and anyone trying to burst something meaningful into the world. His message is clear: start before you're ready. Keep going when it gets hard. Finish no matter what. Lesson 1. Resistance will show up immediately. Expect it. Before you even begin, resistance is there. That voice in your head? You're not ready. This idea sucks. You need more research. That's resistance, and it's your signal you're on the right path. Think of someone with a brilliant business idea who spent 3 years getting ready, perfecting the logo, building the site, reading more books, but never launching. That's resistance masquerading as productivity. Don't wait for clarity or confidence. Expect fear. Begin anyway. Lesson 2. Start ugly. Action first. Perfection. Pressfield is blunt. Start before you're ready. You don't need the full plan. You don't need the perfect outline. You need forward momentum. J.K. Rowling didn't have a 7-book roadmap when she scribbled Harry Potter on a napkin. She had a spark, and she moved. Start sloppy. Start messy. But start. Lesson 3. Stay stupid. Overthinking kills progress. Steven Pressfield drops a counterintuitive bomb. Ignorance and arrogance are the artist's indispensable allies. What does he mean? He's not glorifying laziness or cluelessness. He's talking about mental purity, a kind of sacred tunnel vision, the freedom to act without being paralyzed by doubt, data, or self-consciousness. Smart equals, wait, this might not work. Stupid. Let's just do it. Don't be clever. Be committed. Lesson 4. The belly of the beast. Every meaningful project has a dark middle, what Pressfield calls the belly of the beast. It's the point where nothing's working. You hate your idea. You feel lost. You say to yourself, I'm not good enough. This is a waste of time. Nobody will care. This is the point where most people quit. Not at the beginning, but halfway through when things get real. Think of a first-time screenwriter powers through 50 pages of a script. Then suddenly they hit a wall. Characters feel flat. The story feels pointless. That's the belly. When you hit the wall, don't interpret it as failure. Recognize it as a turning point. Keep moving. You're closer than you think. Lesson 5. Done is better than perfect. Finishing is a spiritual act. It tells the universe and yourself, I'm serious. Once you finish, your confidence builds. You gain power. You move differently. Wanting to get it right often hides the deeper fear of judgment, of exposure, of not being good enough. Finish it. Learn. Repeat. Done beats perfect. Every time. Lesson 6. Trust the process, even when it feels broken. Sometimes your ideas will suck. Your writing will be flat. Your effort will feel like failure. That's normal. The difference between pros and amateurs? Pros trust the process even when it's uncomfortable. They show up anyway. For example, a songwriter writes 10 terrible songs. Then on the 11th, magic happens. But the 11th only exists because of the 10 bad ones. Commit to quantity. Commit to showing up. Let consistency carry you where confidence cannot. Lesson 7. The muse only visits those who do the work. Pressfield believes in inspiration, but only for those who earn it. He says the muse, the higher force of creativity, doesn't visit dabblers. She visits workers. That's why he ends the book with one command. Do the work. Build a routine. Set sacred hours. Honor the craft. If you treat your work like a ritual, the muse will meet you there. This isn't a self-help book. It's a call to arms, a creative war manual. And if you're watching this, it means there's something inside you that's worth finishing. So here's your mission. Start today, not next week, not once it's perfect. Today, declare war on resistance, build momentum, and finish what matters most. If today's episode gave you clarity, power, or that spark you've been waiting for, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your biggest takeaway in the comments below. And if you're serious about doing the work, read the book. The link's waiting for you below.